Hey YouTube, happy Saturday. Well, what a strange event yesterday. So I want to come on here and first of all I want to apologize to this lady. Her name is Cheryl. I won't use any last names, but so you guys who follow me maybe noticed that I put up a couple of videos yesterday about GoFundMe scams, and I felt like that maybe I had been a victim of one of those. So I used the example of something that happened to me personally. My subject was GoFundMe scams in general, which plenty of them happen. You can look them up on YouTube. But as it turns out, it had nothing to do with the situation that I was in. So I went on there and I said that when I had been sick recently, I had gotten a message from someone saying that they wanted to raise the GoFundMe in my name to help me with my expenses while I was ill, right? And I expressed in that video that this person never contacted me again. I assumed that my name had just been used to raise money. I jumped to a lot of conclusions. So I am sincerely sorry about that, Cheryl. And I'm even more sorry for the young lady. Well, what happened was, after I posted this video, I couldn't tell how old the person was. I couldn't tell if it was a child or an adult. But they were saying that that person you're talking about is my grandmother, and I don't appreciate what you did. I'm going to report this. She was very angry with me, right? So I jumped to the defensive, made another video kind of saying that I thought she was part of a scam and asked Rosie, are you a scammer too? Totally wrong. Totally wrong. So I took the videos down. I've since talked to the grandmother online. Seems like a very reasonable woman. She understands what happened. So as it turns out, this was not a scam. Put it like that. Aside from the scammer video, this individual situation was not a scam at all. They did that out of their heart. They were just trying to help out. I was so doped up on Percocet apparently, and barely getting out of bed, and also barely checking email, especially not Facebook, because I almost never go on there, right? So I was supposed to return emails to them, or return some kind of a step, like an approval or something, or some kind of password I had to give them. And I never answered it because I rarely go on Facebook, right? I just have a page there, which I hardly ever use. So it was my fault, essentially. They hadn't done anything wrong. They were just trying to help out. As it turns out, then the woman, Cheryl, she had some health issues. I still had health issues, and the thing just kind of went away. So I'm sorry for you, Cheryl, and especially to you, young lady, Rosa, or Rosie. Is it Rose with the hyphen? Is that Rosie? I'm sorry, honey. I shouldn't have spoke harshly to you. Or, I mean, it just seems like, my goodness, it was an immediate response. And it was the person. As soon as I saw the name written out, I remember that name. It was an unusual name. So anyway, on the subject of misunderstandings, did y'all see what happened last night on the Sean Bradley show? Okay, so I'm not being messy at all. I'm just telling you what happened. I thought it was kind of cute. I volunteer on Friday nights to get home late, and I went to Sean Bradley's live. It took place late at night. And apparently someone came on there and cussed Sean Bradley out. But the person who was cussing him out, or one of the people who were giving him a hard time, was actually a friend of his on YouTube, kind of pranking him a little bit, getting his feathers up. But his feathers were already up because he had another encounter with some other fool on his live, right? And so, in his frustration, he blurted out the person's home telephone, and his followers continually called and harassed that man for the rest of the evening. It was just immediate reaction, a total misunderstanding. He was pranking him. This guy can apparently make voices very well. He has a singing voice, but he has a large range. He can sing very high, falsettos all the way down into baritone. And apparently he can do that with his voice as well, because I went back over that video 3 times trying to find out which one was him pranking this dude, right? I still couldn't figure it out. I still, maybe I'll try it one more time, but I still couldn't figure out the person who he was, because they were all women's voices, and this is a guy. Honest mistake, I guess. Anyway, so Sean came back on last night, and the video said, "Please stop calling that person." That is not an enemy of the state, honey. That is just a friend playing around on YouTube. And today he said it. I guess he got some kind of notification of something, some breach of privacy. So I guess YouTube got involved in it as well to make him take out certain parts, just a couple of lines, and then repost it. So anyway, that's what prompted me to say, well, you know what, you do something wrong, promptly admit it and move on. That's what they teach you in 12-step. I don't attend 12-step groups, but there are certain things that I did learn when I was there that have helped me along. And one of the primary principles is to, when you do wrong, apologize immediately. Don't stretch it out. Apologize, clean up your mess, and move on. So that's what I hope to be doing now. Okay, people, it's hot as hell in San Francisco. My God. The sun. All right, so it woke up and it's hot. So it's warm. So I got to get about opening my windows and get some fans and stuff going. Okay, maybe I can talk to you guys later on today. All right, so once again, sorry, Cheryl, and you, Rosa, or Rosie, however you pronounce your name. I didn't mean no harm, and I'm sorry I offended your grandmother. And that's a good granddaughter. That's right. If my grandmother was alive, I'd do the same thing. How dare me? That's right. Have some respect. Okay, later, guys. All right, stop it. Right.